Guys, welcome back to The Bright Side. Macy here, The Bright Side Girl, and today I'm coming at you with a bookish gift guide. Come up with a ton of bookish gift ideas for any kind of bookish lover, whether it's somebody that reads a couple books a year, whether it's someone that reads Kindle, audiobooks, physical books, whether it's somebody you want to get into reading. I've collected as many things as I possibly could that I already own that I think are still available in different formats, and I'm going to share them with you today. I have filmed a bookish gift guide before, so a lot of those items will be here, but there's going to be a lot more that I haven't showed you before. So I will put the links to any of the places where I think you can get this stuff down below in the description. This video is not sponsored in any way. I am not affiliated with any of these things, except for I do have a discount code for a book outlet in Pango. They just give me like $5 off my next order if you use that link, so nothing major, but everything else will be linked down below just for you to easily shop. I'll put the website or the store where I got everything, or where you could find some things. Even if I can't link you the exact things, I will do things that are comparable and help you out with this bookish season. I have a ton of bookish friends, and a lot of us read a ton and buy a lot of our own books, so I've made the majority of this list non-actual book gifts. And yeah, just some really fun stuff. It is a fabulous time to be a book lover because we are mainstream now. There are bookish gifts in just about every store. It's very exciting. So we're gonna go over all of these in no particular order. Hopefully getting this video to you in time for Black Friday. Make sure you're checking this weekend because a lot of stores and things will have sales that go for the full weekend or maybe even a little bit longer, and you definitely want to get some deals if you can. I love shopping on Black Friday because I can get more gifts for the person if I get them a little bit cheaper. So it's also helpful to get things quicker just in case your shipments take a long time, because after Thanksgiving the mail really slows down. So I try to get most of my shopping done before December 1st. I know that sounds crazy, not everybody's able to do that, but it does help with the stress like towards Christmas time when you're actually doing like events and things. So something to keep in mind. I have filmed a bookish gift guide before, so a lot of those items will be here, but there's going to be a lot more that I haven't showed you before. So the very first thing is a gift card. I know it seems obvious and not fun, but I can't tell you how many times I have appreciated getting a gift card that I could use in January when the months are dreary and use at places I wouldn't normally go. I get most of my books used or from friends or through sales. I very rarely buy new books, so I really appreciate gift cards because it allows me to get a couple new books every year that I wouldn't have gotten myself otherwise. So don't underestimate a gift card. Even like $5 in a stocking is fantastic, but you do want to make sure whoever you're gifting to, you know how they read, because I have a lot of friends that do Kindle, audio, and physical books. I have a lot of friends that only do ebooks. I have a lot of friends that only do audiobooks. So make sure you know the type of reader that you're shopping for gift card purchases especially. But for audiobook lovers, something that I like, and I've been using this a lot for meditating as well, I've been trying to be really good about that, is this little sleep mask. So it is Bluetooth, and it has like a play, a pause, and all that kind of good stuff. It's good for music as well. But you just put the sleep mask on, no headphones or anything, and you can put your audiobook on and just kind of, you're having a hard day and you need to be de-stimulated so that you're not just looking at a screen. You can just put your little audiobook on, or if you want to like fall asleep to something going to bed, it is really good for that. I will say with this one, the only thing I don't love about it is it has like this little piece of fabric right here. I think it's supposed to be like comforting for your nose, but to me it's like big enough that it kind of pokes my eyes a little bit, so I wear mine backwards, but I'll try to link a better one down below. I think I got this one through Amazon. Kind of an obvious one, but with a special touch, is Bookmarks. So these are handmade bookmarks. I mail Christmas cards every year to my bookish friends, and I just mail them homemade bookmarks. You can do non-Christmas ones as well, but I use like scrap paper and stickers and honestly like tea boxes that have cute little designs on them. I'll like cut them up, and washi tape and all that kind of stuff, and then I laminate them. You can get a laminator that's really good for like $20. It will change your life. I'll link the one that I use down below because it's just so nice. I dropped one of these in the pool on vacation and it didn't hurt it, and it was amazing. So fun. And you can make a ton of them for so cheaply, especially if you use like wrapping paper as the background. I like to use these white, they're just like cardstock in the shape of bookmarks. You can get them for like $4 at Michael's and Hobby Lobby for like $50. And then they sometimes will have them on sale, get them even cheaper. And it just makes like a good base and like the correct size so you could put other things on them. Eventually I'll have a video on how I make these and like what I use and everything. Homemade bookmarks are great, or specialty bookmarks, which are pretty much everywhere. I get these in my monthly Fairy Loot. Sometimes they'll have them for sale on their website, sometimes not, but I'm just going to use them as an example because you can find a lot of this stuff on Etsy. This one is designed by Liz Art Zardonic, so I'll put her information down below. But this is like, for example, a Red Rising one that has all the characters. They're foiled. They are so beautiful. I don't even want to use them. So it's got all of our favorite Red Rising characters. That would be something, if you know like a certain book series that your friend really loves, that would be probably greatly appreciated because they're super, super cool. I also got this really cool one from Fairy Loot that is for Air by Saba Tahir, and it's like a metal one. And these would both be like probably under $10 to get something like this on Etsy, or honestly Barnes & Noble and all those places you can find really neat things like this. Okay, back to a practical one, and that is a book light. This is my favorite book light. I talk about it all the time. So you're just gonna put this on your neck, and then you have a book light that you can take with you anywhere, and you can light up one side, both sides, no sides. It's really great. It charges, so you don't have to use a battery. I like to use this at night to keep my husband from being awake in like a bright room or with a big lamp. I like to use this while driving in the car so that it doesn't affect his driving abilities or whoever's driving. Great for road trips. This one is also bendable, so you could technically like put it on a headboard. You can scrunch them up and shove them in a suitcase. They're like 12 bucks, maybe 15 on Amazon, and they last so long. I've tried many a book light, and this is my all-time favorite. Okay, next is Bookish apparel. This one might be a little tricky unless you're like really close with the person so that you know the size that they need, but I have gotten a few things over the years. So I've gotten, this is a Bookish t-shirt. I don't remember where I got this one from. I think this one might no longer be in business, but I'm just kind of giving you examples. Books are so popular right now that you can find these like all over the place. This one my friend got me from Amazon with flowers. I got this one at Mysterious Galaxy. I think it's by Nerdy Ink. I'll put whoever it's by down below. It says Death by TBR. Super, super fun. You can also get Christmas versions. Like a few stores are having holiday versions of Bookish apparel as well. I try to get them from specific shops if I can, but there are some on Amazon if that's like the easiest place for you to get them. An all-important thing if they are a physical book lover is a Bookish bag. So this is not, obviously doesn't have anything bookish on it, but this is a nice huge bag that I got. I think I got this one from Burlington, which if you're not going to Burlington for like holiday stuff, like they have the best wrapping paper. I got this shirt there, like really cute stuff, Disney stuff. But this bag was like $6. It's massive. Makes a good grocery bag or stuff bag too. But I got this one there to take my library books, or when I have like my massive book hauls, if I go to like a library bookstore or a used book sale, I can fill this up like so easily, and it's really fun. I don't know why, it gives me like a lot of joy to fill this up and like walk around with it. And it's such a cheap thing to get for someone, and you could fill it with books or you could fill it with presents and too if you want to do something more. But I love a good bag. You of course can also get actual bookish bags like this one. This one's from Fairy Loot, and this is the Glittering Edge Tote. This one has a zipper on it. It's not as nice of quality as that other one, but it's super cute because it has like the characters. I have a One Dark Window one. You're gonna hear me talk a lot about Fairy Loot stuff because I get the Fairy Loot boxes, which is another hack if you are able to. I get the boxes that have the merch and the book with them. And if you're not familiar, Fairy Loot is a bookish subscription service that does a special edition book. You can do young adult, adult. Usually they're all fantasy. They have a new cozy one coming out. Get just the book, or you can get books and merch. I get books and merch so that I have leftover stuff to use for giveaways and presents for people at Christmas. Like I will take a lot of the stuff that I don't need and use it for my book giveaways for my readathons or for my friends. For this time of year, I have like a whole drawer full of bookish goodies. You can also sometimes find other people that get the subscriptions and tempt them into giving you a good deal for their bookish stuff to give to friends as well. But this is a really fun one. I will link, I'm not sure if Fairy Loot sells this stuff individually, but there's Etsy shops and things that sell stuff like this. This one looks like it's actually made by Fairy Loot, but you can find so many fun tote bags. Okay, a specific one. I found this at Target this year. I'm not sure if they're still gonna have them by the time time this video is up. However, they have them for Halloween and Christmas, so I feel like they're going to be bringing them back. But they had these wooden boxes. So this says Nightmare Before Christmas. It looks like a book on the edge, and then they have like a shelf and then like a little quote on the inside. This kind of looks like pages. I'm not sure if you can tell. They also had a Nutcracker one and a Christmas Carol one, and they had different like quotes and different shelves on the inside. These were $5 in the Bullseye Playground, and I thought this was so cute. You could fill it up and it makes like a good like teacher present or just anything really. Okay, next is a Christmas Treasury. So I'll show you an example. I got this one last year. So this is the Night Before Christmas Treasury, and it has gold edges and it's leather bound. Back pages are beautiful. I got this from Barnes & Noble last year. It was $40, but they had it on sale for like $20 on Black Friday or something like that. They have a Christmas Carol one that I'm gonna go get during the readathon because it's huge like this, has gorgeous sprayed edges. But this is just a treasury of different Christmas tales. Has all these like vintage looking photos in it. So we've got Christmas Carol. Look at this Santa picture. So cute. Kris Kringle, When Santa Claus Lives and What He Does, and a bunch of tales that they may have never seen before. So if they're a true Christmas lover, they will appreciate a treasury like this, especially if they have kids. I also got this classic Tales of Christmas. Amazon and Target have this, but you can also find it at like TJ Maxx and HomeGoods now. It has gold edges. I love the blue leather with the white. Again, beautiful. Probably has some similar stories than the other ones, and this one does not have like the art on the inside, but it's just such a beautiful Christmas treasury. I think this one was like 15 and at TJ it was like 11. So awesome. Okay, you can get them a special edition book for Christmas. That's always appreciated, whether it's something that they love or something you think that they might want to read. If your friend is an avid Goodreads user, you can actually search their profile to see if they have read a certain book, which might be helpful when you're buying things for them. Won't help you with their TBR unless they have a TBR list on there, but it will help you if you're trying to purchase things. I did like a Bookish advent calendar one year where I got used books for really inexpensive, and I did a 12 book, one for each month advent calendar for my friend for like us to buddy read, and I used the Goodreads search bar for that. But right now, Good Spirits, the Target edition with these beautiful edges, so pretty. Holly by Adeline Grace, this is the Barnes & Noble edition. All of them have this illustration. This one's just red, and then the cover is green. A lot of people won't buy themselves special editions, but they would really enjoy them. You can also buy non-holiday books, obviously. You can even get like Fairy Loot, Owl Crate, Fay Crate, those subscription boxes. Books used really inexpensively. So like this is the Fairy Loot Dance of Lies. It is so beautiful. I do not get the adult Fairy Loot subscription, but my friend does, so she mailed me this one. We're buddy reading it right now. I'm loving it. Fairy Loot always does beautiful edges, like pretty designs, reverse dust jackets, and the really popular ones you're not going to be able to find very inexpensively. But on Pango, which I have a coupon for, it is a place where you can get used books. So a lot of us that get book subscriptions aren't interested in all the books, so we will sell them through Pango, eBay, stuff like that. And Pango is basically like an eBay for book people, and they have a bunch of like special edition books. You can just type in like Dance of Lies Fairy Loot edition, or honestly just type in special edition. A bunch will come up. Get them that way. I have gotten some Fairy Loot books for as little as $12, and they come in amazing condition because they're being sold from book lovers, so they're well taken care of. Sometimes they'll put like little stickers and thank you notes, so I really like using Pango for that. And you can get regular books on there for cheap too. Another option is to get the UK edition of their favorite book, whether they don't have it yet or whether they want it, because sometimes these UK editions are so beautiful. For example, I get the Emily Wilde's editions from blackwells.com or waterstones.uk. I'll link them both down below, because this is the Emily Wilde's UK edition. This is the US edition. It's still really, really pretty, but I completely fell in love with the UK editions, and I got this one for $20, free shipping. It does take slightly longer to arrive, but honestly, it's pretty quick. Just go check for your favorite books as well, because sometimes the UK editions are just stunning. If you like a certain Fairy Loot cover, almost all the Fairy Loot editions are just a version of the UK edition. Like this is technically Fairy Loot, so the UK edition is just slightly different than that, and it won't have the edges and stuff, but it will be very similar. So I have just the regular Emily Wilde's of the first two, and they match perfectly because it goes with the UK edition. So that's another great idea. Okay, another practical one that's kind of hard to show you is a Kindle stand. I hate reading on ebook. Like really, I don't like it. I like physically reading. I feel like I read faster picture physically. I like seeing how far I am. Like, I like the smell of the books, and I also like not being on a screen when I'm physically reading as much as possible. However, I have been getting a few ARCs now, which are advanced reader copies digitally. And so I have a little tablet that I read them on. And so my husband last year for Christmas got me this stand, and you can move it however you want. It has like a big heavy base that you can slide under your bed so that you can have your tablet, and it also works for your phone. I use it for my photos for these videos to do the cover shoot. I'll take a picture of myself like holding books and then use it for the YouTube video cover. Also to make like Instagram reels, but mostly for ebooking because you can move this all around. And then to go with it, to be the ultimate cozy queen, he got me a remote. So this works with Kindle or a tablet. What it does is it hooks on to your ebook reader like this, has a little sensor on it, and then you have a remote. These are both chargeable, and it will turn the page for you. Now that is all it will do. It will not scroll, it will not zoom, it will not change anything. It will just, basically it just recreates you tapping. So you can like lay in bed and situate your little reader wherever you want it and just remote click read like Wall-E style. It's fantastic, especially if you're like sick. It's amazing, and I don't think either of these were super expensive, especially not the remote. But again, you can charge it, and this is such a great gift. He got this for me last year, and I have really enjoyed it. Then also, my aunt got me this recently, and I have not used it yet, is this pillow, like this ebook pillow holder. So it's the same kind of thing. You can like move this guy around, and it like sets up against you, so you can like set your arms on it and read your book. Or if you want to like sit upright and read, like say you're just like having lunch at home or something, you can use it that way, or on the couch, or wherever you want to do. So I will report back. I have not used this yet, but I'm very excited to try it out. Next is a bookish journal. I do most of my stuff digitally, but I'm actually going to try to do this again this year because I do think there's just something about writing stuff down that is soothing to the soul versus just like typing it out. I got this through Fairy Loot from Blanca Design, and I will link any like Etsy versions or whatever. They have a ton of book journal options that you can get. So this is a bookish journal, and basically they have all different styles that you can get. Etsy even has some that you can download if you don't want to do a physical one. So like this one has like favorite genres, recipe for a perfect book that you can fill in. So it's got some like coloring pages. You can make reading challenges. You can do reviews, star ratings, favorite books, all that kind of stuff. And it's just really fun. They have bookshelves where you can fill in the books that you're reading. There are so many versions of these book journals that you can get, and I just think this would be such a lovely gift for a book lover. Next, another Fairy Loot find, but again, you can find these on Etsy and different bookshops, are page overlays. Now this would be slightly more specific to a true like collector or an Instagram like poster. So this one is page overlays for the floating world. So what these are they are sheer pieces of paper that you put over certain scenes in a book. They go with the scenes of the pages that you're reading. Obviously you can't read through certain parts, but it's more for like pretty pictures or just to kind of scroll through. You could even find a way to display these. I haven't figured out what I want to do with them yet, but they're so beautiful, and I've been getting these with every Fairy Loot book that I get, and I just think that they're so neat. So this again would be better for an Instagram lover or just a true collector of like a favorite story, but you can get them on Etsy, sometimes on Fairy Loot or Owl Crate as well. Is a bookish ornament. Now a sweet friend of mine made these for me last year, and I really want to make my own as well, but you of course can buy bookish ornaments from Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Target, all those places. But she made me these little mini books of The Little Mermaid and the Mermaid's Handbook, two of like my favorites for the book treat. You basically just print out like a sticker version of the cover. There are lots of tutorials for this online over a piece of like foam board, but this would be such a cute gift. I want to do it some year. I don't think I'll have time to do it this year. You can also make them even smaller and put them in a clear ornament. I've seen people do that for like their favorite books of the year or for their friends' favorite books. Some people even stack them together and do it that way, but it's super fun. Next is a bookish vase. This is a ceramic one. I believe this is by Steel Mill Co. or something like that. They make a ton of these. So this is the Wonders of Wildflowers, and it's just a ceramic book vase that looks like a book, and I keep my bookmarks in these, or actual flowers. I actually filled one with flowers and gave it to a friend for her birthday. These run anywhere from $10 to $40, so pay attention. Sometimes they're bigger, sometimes they're smaller. There are Christmas ones. There's like a Nutcracker one, Night Before Christmas, and Christmas Carol. I really want that one. They're really good for like your bookshelves. You can also do like TBR jar style for this. Really, really cute, and they have so many different styles. There's like a Dracula one and some other classics and things. Next is a TBR jar. Now you can make a TBR jar for your friend, or you can buy them one. Again, I got this from Fairy Loot, but they have tons on Etsy and other crafting places. So this is the Books to Read Adventure Awaits TBR jar. There's Once Upon a Time on it, and it just has a little slit, so you basically make little pieces of paper, fold them up and put them in here, and then you pick from your TBR jar when you want something kind of random to read. You could also fill this for your friend with books that you would like them to read that you think that they would enjoy. That would be really cute as well. Even or go above and beyond and get the books for them and wrap them up and give them like a number that they draw to unwrap. I've got all kinds of ideas. Super, super cute. Love. To go with that, a friend recently found these. These are on Amazon. Again, I'm sure they're on Etsy and stuff as well. They have these scratch off TBR cards. So I am doing these for my friends for Christmas. I have advised them all to not watch this video. I'm picking some new releases next year, some books that I have read that I think they'll love, or some books that we have been meaning to buddy read. So it'll say, just reveal your next book. For one friend, I actually wrote like Macy's favorite on the side, so she would know that that's what that was, or like a cozy read or whatever. And then you write in the middle what the book is, and then you put these little scratch off circles over top, and then when they're ready, they scratch them off. So I'm gonna do this with a bunch of friends next year, and I'll probably do some kind of system for myself as well. It comes with like 50 of them, so you could put this in like a little Christmas card, and it would be just like a really fun way you could add them to that TBR jar. I just think this is really cool. There's just like endless options. So I found these on Amazon. Next, metal bookends. I have become obsessed with these. I got my first one again in a Fairy Loot package. They like package really easily in the boxes, but this is just a bookshelf. These are like the most sturdy because the books set on the metal, so they can't like fall over. I feel like when I get bookends that are just like a figurine, they can still like tip over, but these do not tip over. So I use them on my bookshelves that don't have like ends on them. I put them in my kitchen to hold my cookbooks. I put them on tables when I need extra room. I use them for photos, for TBR, and you can find them anywhere from like $12 to $30. I've got a bunch through Fairy Loot and Owl Crate, but I've also gotten them on Amazon, Etsy, all those places. Really cool, and just like a really useful gift for a book lover. Next are some bookish candles. Now you can go on a bunch of different websites, bookish websites, and find candles that are themed around certain books like A Court of Thorns and Roses, Harry Potter, all that kind of stuff. I got these for Christmas last year from Barnes & Noble. They don't have this exact set, but they do have a version of it, a new version of it. So these are library candles. They're so cute. So this is the Midnight at the Chestnut Manor, Whispers Among Pomegranate Vines, and Secrets in the Pine Grove, and they look like little books, and they're just like little tins, and they're little candles. The most fabulous smelling candles you've ever smelled. They were kind of expensive. This was like $30. The newest version they have is not Christmas themed, but it's bookish themed. It's called the Candle Library, and I think it was $40. However, if you're buying them for presents, you could split them up, and then you have a $10 present for every person. They also had a different version at Barnes & Noble that I liked as well. I'll try and put a picture up here of a different type of like actual bookish candle. Make sure you're going to check Barnes & Noble because they have like whole aisles worth of stuff that is just like really cool for book people. But I love these. You can like stack them and burn them. I love things that you can like split up and give to multiple friends. But don't be afraid to like open things up and split them up because this would make like a great stocking stuffer too. Next is a bookish puzzle. Again, I got this from Fairy Loot, but you can find this other places. They even have some at Target now for Fourth Wing, Court of Thorns and Roses, and something else. There's a few of them which I thought were really cool. I'm not a big puzzle person, but I want to get into it. So this is the Howl's Moving Castle puzzle that Fairy Loot sent me, and it is this beautiful thing. I think I'm gonna do it and then like glue it and hang it in my office. I've gotten a couple of them so far. I thought they were really, really cute, and I was really excited that they have them at Target now too, so probably Amazon and Walmart as well. But I thought this would be really fun because I have some friends that like to do audiobooks while they do a puzzle. Next, same thing, another Fairy Loot item. I'm not sure where to find these other than Fairy Loot, but I will scour and find some places for you guys. So we have an embroidery kit. So they've sent me so far a Crimson Moth, The Rose Bargain, my favorite book of the year, and Forest Grimm. So these are just embroidery kits. I haven't done one of these since I was a kid, but I'm like determined to do them this winter because they seem like fun. I need more fun and relaxing things. So again, you can do like while you audiobook. One of my favorite bookish items to get and to gift are book sleeves and especially book jackets. So we'll talk about the book sleeves first. So again, I've been getting them from Fairy Loot. Like this is the Divine Rivals one. I'm not sure if they sell these individually, but again, I'm sure they have them on Etsy and stuff. This one's so big and beautiful and has a zipper. It's especially helpful when I'm taking bookish photos. I'll put like 5 books in a backpack and I'll put my nicer ones in here so they don't like get roughed up. And then Kindle / tablet sleeves as well are like little mini versions of it. My favorite place to get book sleeves and bookish stuff like this is from Book Gizmo. She was so kind and did themes for the readathon this year for us. She made book sleeves specifically for most of the readathons. Like this one was for Mermaid, which was so fun and so kind. A super small business that is really great quality, really great pricing, and just a lovely person. So I have like, she has all kinds of designs, and then I have some holiday ones. My favorite though are the book jackets that she makes, because these are like dust jackets that go over your book, and that way your book is covered and protected, but you can still read it. So that's the coolest thing ever. This one has like a built-in bookmark as well. She doesn't have these designs anymore, but she is having a Black Friday sale, so make sure to go and check it out. Really great small business to support. She does like the cutest designs, and she usually does a new launch every month, but she usually does like a pre-order. So if you want certain things, she'll have like a few days where you can get it for pre-order, and then she'll always have like a few things on the website. So I'll link her website down below. I love a good book jacket. I love a good Kindle sleeve. She also has pins and bookmarks and mug rugs and all kinds of fun stuff. All right, so I talked about this last time, the Mini Brands tiny books. So you can get one of these little balls, $8 to $10, Target, Walmart, maybe Amazon. Michael's had them. I've seen them at DD's discounts, sometimes at HomeGoods. This is the second round of them, and they're in like the kids section. However, the books in here are not all for kids, so it's very weird because they'll have like Roald Dahl books and then Verity from Colleen Hoover, and I'm like, what are we doing? But they're basically these like really tiny little books, kind of like those ornaments I showed you. And sometimes they'll come with a bookshelf or other little hidden things, and they're just really cute. And you could turn them into ornaments as well. And it's just like a fun thing to collect. I think this would be an amazing stocking stuffer for somebody. So these are really, really fun. Back to the bookmarks for a second, because I forgot to do these. So Dollar Tree right now has these coloring bookmarks. So this one is for plants, and they also have a travel one. Hopefully they will come out with more. It has 50 bookmarks that you can color in. I'm not sure how many different designs. I think they might all be different, but you can color them in. They're really thick cardstock. This is $1.25 or $1.50. I'm not sure what Dollar Tree's at now. And so I got these for like all my friends and the giveaways and everything because I thought that was so cool. I will probably laminate mine after I color them in. They also sell them at Target and like Hobby Lobby, but they're like $7 for basically the same thing. So I found these in the books section, but they're like hanging on like a little hanging device near the books, or they will be over in the stationery area. Just ask one of the employees, because like one store had them but the other one didn't. Hopefully we'll get more of them because that's really exciting. Then we have some book stickers. So I got these Christmas bookish stickers from Target. I think this was $3, and there are 5 stickers. And they say like, Santa baby, slip some books under the tree for me. 'Tis the season to be reading. Target has a ton of cool like bookish stuff right now. This is from Think Ink, so you might be able to find them other places as well. I like to use these for bookmarks, or you could even put them under your Kindle sleeve if you have like a clear Kindle sleeve that you decorate. Book journals, all that kind of stuff. And then of course, you can get bookish stickers from Fairy Loot and Etsy. This is my Language of Dragons. So pretty. You can get bookish stickers so many places, so many places. And this makes a great stocking stuffer. Okay, lastly, and the most exciting, so hopefully you're still with me, is a bookish advent calendar. So this is all the rage this year. So I saw this one last year, on Blackwell's, and I really wanted it, but I didn't get it because it was kind of midway through December. And then it came out this year. Some places found them at Costco, but you can get them at Amazon, Target, Walmart, Barnes & Noble, all those places. So this is The Heart of Christmas by Sophie Germain. This is a young adult novel, so keep that in mind. And it is an Advent book. So it is one story, and it has 24 chapters leading up to Christmas. And you open a chapter every day to read. How cool! So I am doing this for Jingle Bellathon. I'm going to open one every day and then the rest of December as well, because that's going to be so fun. Like, I don't even care if it's good because that just sounds like a blast. Yeah, it's just wrapped. You could even make something like this for a friend. That would be really cool. So this is a Bookish Advent Calendar. Then I saw that Blackwell's had the hardback version. So I got the hardback version because they had it on sale, and it's so freaking pretty. And my friend had a genius idea because I got the other one like really cheap on a sale for like $10. She's like, open the paperback and keep this one unopened, like a true book collector. So same kind of thing, except they're all red. So I'm not going to open this one. I'm just going to use it for display and photos, and I'm going to use the other one to read. But super cute. This was $22 on Blackwell's with free shipping, so not bad at all. I also got Murder at Christmas. I didn't know if this was going to be an Advent. It technically is an Advent, but it's not wrapped. So this is one story and then 25 puzzles to solve the crime. So Advent calendar. It's very cool. I'm going to do this with my husband, and I'm pretty sure it's for adults. I don't know. It could be more kid friendly, but I'm not sure. But there's like little notes for you to like solve the murder. So we're going to try to do this one as well. I got Christmas Eve Love Story by Jenny Baird from Walmart. So this came out last year, but this year they have the Advent version, and it is a 12 days to Christmas, and it's pink, and they are freaking gorgeous. This story sounds so good. It's like a girl that has to repeat Christmas over and over again. I believe this is an adult rom-com. I don't think it's spicy, but I don't know. And then like I said, this one is young adult, and it's like a girl kind of finding her life back after going through some stuff, and it looks really cute. I'm hoping we will get more of these types of things because I feel like it's going to make me physically read more because I'll have like something exciting to open every day. But we are doing all of these during my Jingle Bellathon reading vlog, so make sure you go and check out that announcement video because it's my holiday, Christmas, winter themed readathon that we are starting on December 1st, and I'm going to be vlogging me doing these every day. They also have bookish advent calendars you can purchase, like Owl Crate has one, I think Target has one right now, Walmart, all those kinds of places that have like washi tape and stickers and bookmarks and cute little things. The Owl Crate one is like 80 bucks and it's deluxe. It's like really cool, like bookish merch and things like that. So I will link any of that down below. Okay, then make sure you check out the Barnes & Noble Cafe Book Pick. So if you go to Barnes & Noble and you get a drink, any drink, you can get the cafe pick for $5. This month's pick, and I'm assuming next month's as well, I don't know for sure, is Murder at Holly House by Denzel Mayrick. This is a murder mystery set at Christmas time. It's adult. It looks so festive and fun, and this would be a great one. Like, you could go multiple times and get a $5 book to give to a friend to do as a buddy read, for yourself, whatever you want to do. They had a really viral like pumpkin spice one, so they do it every month though. So make sure you're checking often. And also, if you don't live near Barnes & Noble, you can find them online. I don't remember exactly what you type in, but I'll link it down below. Cafe book you can add to any order for $5. So if you're ordering from Barnes & Noble, you can add a book on for $5. So if you don't live near one, that's a good way. And of course, you can get a lot of these other bookish gifts on there as well. Okay, you guys, so that is my thorough bookish gift guide for 2025. I didn't even cover all the things that I wanted to cover. There were so many more things I wanted to get, I wanted to show you, I wanted to talk about, but this is a really long video, and I think this will give you sufficient amount of things to check out in all price ranges, locally, non-locally, small business, non-small business, whatever your heart desires. So let me know if you will be getting any of these for your friends or yourself for Christmas time, what you thought the best bookish gift was, or what you would like to receive the most down below in the comments. Hit me up with a Christmas emoji if you made it all the way to the end of this video. Don't forget to check out my other fun holiday bookish videos, and follow me on Instagram at The Bright Side Girl if you haven't already, as I'm doing a lot of bookish content over there as well. I'll see you guys next time on The Bright Side.